today's video, I'll be talking about how to find the vertex as well as how to write the equation in vertex form. So here, I just rewrote this so that's clear. This, as you may have known, is a quadratic equation and it is in standard form. And remember that whenever you see a quadratic equation, there are three different types of forms. There's standard form, vertex form, and factored form. But in today's video, I'll be talking mainly about the vertex form and the standard form. If you want to know more information about the factored form, then you can watch my past videos, but in the future, I'll also be making new videos. So I have the standard form here, and the first thing that I want to do is to find the vertex. Some of you may like to find the equation first, but definitely I think finding the vertex first is much more faster. And whenever you want to find a vertex, and let me just remind those of you who don't know what a vertex is, when you see a quadratic or a parabola, the minimum point is the vertex, and vertex is a coordinate. It could also be the maximum point where it is also a coordinate, and you call these vertex. And how do you find a vertex? Well, there's a specific equation to first find the x value of the vertex. So we all know that the vertex is a coordinate, and we know that there's an equation called negative b over 2a that's essentially called the axis of symmetry equation. It's also the same thing as the x value of the coordinate of the vertex. And so we can first find the x value by substituting the numbers in. And when you look at standard form, we know that it is in terms of ax squared plus bx plus c. And when we plot this in, we can put b as negative 12 because we know that b is in the middle. And here, in terms of the equation we're given, b is negative 12. So we put negative 12 as b, and then we substitute a as negative 3. And when we put this in, 2 times 3 is 6, negative 6, we get negative 2 because negatives become positive, and 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And so when I simplify it, I get negative 2. So I already have the x value, so I can just put it in first. We have negative 2 comma y. Now the second thing that we want to do when you find the vertex is to substitute x as negative 2 and then solve for y. So again, let me just rewrite the equation here. So I have y equals to negative 3x. Instead of writing it as x, I'm going to put it as negative 2 because we found that x is negative 2. So negative 2 squared minus 12. Again, I'm going to substitute negative 2 as x. So I get this. And I can just simplify it. I get negative 3. Remember, we need to solve for the exponents first because of the rule PEMDAS, or some of you may call it BEDMAS. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And then negative 12 times negative 2 is 24. And then plus 5. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 plus 24 plus 5. And we get 17. And we have the y value. We can put y as 17. And there you have it. We already finished the first part of the question. We found the vertex. Now we want to write the equation. Now, writing the equation is really simple as long as you know what values to put in. So let me just first remind you how a vertex form is. It is a times x minus h squared plus k. We can first substitute a as negative 3. Remember, we know that a is negative 3 because here in the standard form, we know that a is negative 3. It is given to us already. And first of all, let me first explain h and k. So whenever you hear vertex form, it's literally the name. The vertex form shows the vertex, and h and k represents the vertex. So h represents the x value of the vertex, and k represents the y value of the vertex. And since we know that the vertex is negative 2 comma 17, we can substitute negative 2 into h. And so when we substitute negative 2 into h and 17 into k, we can simplify it into x plus 2, because negative negative becomes positive, and then we get that. So whenever you do this, you want to make sure to be careful with the negative sign here, because we have the negative sign here, and so if it's a negative x value, you have to make sure that you turn it into a positive, because negatives and negatives yield a positive. And if, let's say, it's a positive 2, then it would be a negative at the end. So just make sure you be careful when you substitute the values in. But yeah, that's basically how you find the vertex, and also to write the equation in vertex form once you have found the values of the vertex. Thank you for watching.